Right. Hello, everybody. This is Penny the Angelic Sweetheart here, and welcome to a very first podcast called PPP, which stands for. Go ahead and say it, bro.
The Paranormal Penny Podcast.
Yes! Anyway, yeah. Welcome to the very first episode of the Paranormal Penny Podcast. I almost messed up the name, but yeah, this is the very first podcast, and with me I have my bro Zach Attack. Say hello.
Hey, what's up?
Yeah. So, this first episode, first we're gonna. Well, why don't you tell the viewers a little bit about yourself, Zach Attack? But you don't have to go too personal, but just, yeah.
Hello. I am Zach Attack. Other people call me Halo Zach because I have a YouTube channel, called Halo Zach. And basically I love to play games and I like to stream as well. I don't really stream a lot anymore, but I do like to stream sometimes. I don't really do it anymore, but yeah, so I like games. I also like I like pizza. That's a thing, as well as a lot of other foods. I like eating a lot. But yeah, that's me. Halo Zach.
Yes. Yeah, and what you described about, the eating and stuff like that, me. Literally me.
Oh yeah. Well, in that case, did you want to start talking about food this episode then?
Okay, let's start this off with food.
All right, sick. So, all right. In that case, what is your favorite foods?
Some of my favorite foods aren't really healthy.
I get
Unfortunately,
that.
because I'm such a fucking picky eater.
Yeah,
Like, literally.
I get it. I get it.
But, yeah. Like you, I love pizza, I love ramen, I love Chinese food. Mexican food ain't my thing. And I've grown to like fish. I didn't used to like fish before.
I remember that. I remember the nights when we had dinner and we had fish. You really didn't like it.
Well, I think maybe it's the fish sticks that I'm tired of and the fish fillets. But remember when you went out fishing with what's his face and you caught some trout?
Yeah, I remember that. That was a pretty good dinner.
Yeah, except
That was
maybe
a pretty good
you
dinner.
lost your appetite because you saw how he put them out of their misery.
Oh my goodness, man. Okay, so let me just for the viewers that don't know what happened. So long story short, I went fishing and we were catching a kill, and I was like, okay, this is cool. Oh, this is great. And the first fish we caught, I was like, wow, this is so cool. And my buddy proceeds to snap his neck right in front of me where it crunched. And I was like, I don't like this anymore. It was just wow. It sucked. And we got like 10, 12 fish. And so by the time I was home, I was like, Grandma, you can cook this, but I'm not eating. I killed these fish. I feel so bad. So it just after that it just sucked. But
I can just imagine being in your shoes and just seeing that. I'd probably lose my appetite too.
yeah, it was it was weird, but
Yeah, it
it
must
was it
have
was
been
fun.
very weird.
Yeah. So
So yeah, and I want to go to a freaking Chinese buffet so freaking bad. It's been too long.
I know it's we so what Penny's talking about. There's this place that we live. It's called the Grand China Buffet, and I personally love that place. We both love that place, right?
Hell yeah, we do.
So basically, um, we go to that place for like birthdays and special occasions and stuff. So we barely eat there. But what we do, we go ham. Like it's so good, and I wish I could go there every single day, or at least have their chow mein every single day. But
Yeah, I think maybe it's not a good idea to go every single day because you probably would get tired of it eventually.
yeah, that's true. That's true. But
Well,
still, I
well,
love their stuff.
maybe once in a while, but not as once in a while. Like it's a little more frequent.
Right, right. Yeah. So, that's pretty cool. What are your least favorite foods? Um, Penny, what are your least favorite foods?
Broccoli, cauliflower, green beans.
Uh, so anything green.
Well, I like lettuce,
Oh, I like lettuce too, especially on a nice
but I
hamburger.
just don't like
Man, I'm
cabbage very much.
so yeah. Cat, you don't like cabbage?
What cabbage?
No, you. That was a question. You don't like cabbage,
No, I don't.
but you like lettuce.
Yeah, cabbage.
Interesting. Okay.
Cabbage is just really bitter and ugh.
Huh. Interesting. Okay. Well, that's pretty cool. My least favorite foods, personally, I really don't like. I don't like cilantro. Cilantro is well, it's not really a food. It's more like a thing
Long
that you put on
distance
top
air
of your
five for
salad.
that.
Yeah. So, it's just I really don't like cilantro. It really ruins a dish for me personally. Um, but let's see, what else do I not like? Hmm. I don't like tomatoes. I don't like tomatoes at all. I
Same.
I I don't understand like the point of tomatoes. I mean, I like it when it's like mixed in with a burger. Like that's okay. Like and I love ketchup, but I just don't like just raw tomatoes like in a salad like those like grape tomatoes, the small ones. I forgot what you call them, but
Just grape
they're just
tomatoes.
huh? Cherry tomatoes, that's it. So,
Oh, cherry tomatoes. Oops.
yeah, I don't like cherry tomatoes. Like I don't like regular tomatoes. Like whoever can that just takes a bite out of a tomato, I am leaving. I'm leaving that conversation. I can't deal with that.
Yeah, I'm weird. I'm weird that way. Like I don't like the tomato itself, but I like tomato sauce and I like ketchup, and I also don't like tomato soup.
Yes, yes. Well, I mean, yeah, I kind of don't like tomato soup. It reminds me of V8. I really don't like it. I don't like tomato soup either.
Is that
Well,
this?
I mean, huh?
No, no, no. Go ahead and finish. I interrupted.
Oh no, all I was gonna say was, uh, I mean, it depends on like the spices and stuff you put in tomato soup. Because if it has some good spices, then I will gobble that up. But if it doesn't really have like any spices and it's just literally tomato soup, it's pretty gross. Reminds me of V8.
Yeah, and I was gonna ask you, like, the V8, was it the same juice that you used to drink in elementary school?
As a matter of fact, yes, it was. It was, but it was like juice. It wasn't like V8 um tomato poop. It wasn't. It was
Tomato
gross.
what?
Tomato poop. It was gross. like I legitimately like first when I saw V8, I always thought it was juice because like Penny said back when I was in uh like
Elementary school.
preschool, elementary school, preschool, whatever. Um, my grandma always gave me this V8 juice. I don't know what it's called. I don't even know if they sell it anymore.
You could
But
probably ask her and see if she remembers.
probably I would like to get some. But there was this juice, and I always thought V8 was this juice. And then when I got a V8 one day, and I started drinking it, and it tasted like cold tomato juice. I almost threw up. I thought it was I mean, anyway, I thought it was juice, and it wasn't. It was not the lovely juice I love and remember from elementary school.
Well, I don't like cranberry stuff anymore.
Really?
Yeah, like I don't like the sauce and I don't like the juice anymore.
That's interesting. I I personally never really cared for cranberry, especially in Thanksgiving. Like, if you guys have, well, it's kind of a tradition to have the cranberry Jello stuff. I forgot what that's called.
It's cranberry sauce.
Cranberry sauce. That's what it's called. So I personally never really liked it. I tried it once and I was like, this is not something I would eat on a regular basis, so I'm not going to eat it. And so I never ate it. I never ate it. And but we always every Thanksgiving have it at the table. I just never eat it. I don't know, but cranberry juice I like the processed cranberry juice with all the sugar and stuff in it because it has sugar in it. I love that. It's great,
Nice.
but I've never liked cranberry sauce.
Can you tell them about like grandma's special recipe that we call pink stuff? I don't even remember what the real name of that is.
It's called pink stuff. That's literally all it. That's so. Every Thanksgiving, there's this dish that is called pink stuff, and by golly, is it good? It's basically what it is. It is whipped cream with cottage cheese and pineapples, and then I forgot what makes it turn pink. It's like I forgot what makes it turn pink. It's I wish I knew the right
Strawberry powder or something, or
strawberry.
was it
Oh, it was
cherry?
Jello. It was Jello powder. It was Jello powder,
Oh,
and it was like a cherry Jello powder, and you mix all that stuff up, and it just tastes good. It's great. We have it all the time, and Penny always is excited for Thanksgiving and Christmas every flipping year because she loves it, and I love it too. It's so good because we barely have it. We it's only for holidays. It's not really for um
year round.
yeah, it's not really for year round. And if it was year round, we would get sick of it, and then people would be like, "This is great." And we'd be like, "Oh,
Sorry, guys,
you're right."
I'm hungry. That's why you can hear me eating.
No, that's funny. What are you eating?
What's it called? It's called chickarones. I think that's how it's called. Fried pork rinds, pork humanly raised, and it's a sea salt flavor. It's basically dried pork turned into chips.
Oh, wow.
I got that
Okay.
from Winco.
That's pretty cool. Well, um, that's pretty cool. Speaking of pork and stuff like that, there's a podcast that I watched or
Mm-hmm.
listened to. Watch, you can't watch a podcast. I listened to this podcast. I forgot what it's called.
Mm-hmm.
But it has. Do you know the show Impractical Jokers?
Impractical Jokers?
Yes.
Yeah.
So in Impractical Jokers, there's I think it's Sal and or I don't know. Anyway, there's the people that are in charge of the podcast are two of the Impractical Jokers. I forgot the names of these people because I barely watched it.
Bullshit and fucktard?
Wow. Wow. Yeah, sure.
I'm
That
kidding.
that was anyway, so um they have a podcast that is about just food, and they debate on which food is better. And the episode that I watched, it was between,
You mean listened?
or yeah, listened. Um, it was between ribs, pork, barbecue ribs, or like fried chicken. And they were debating about it. And there was a lot of good stuff on both sides, but I personally think um, ribs are better. But anyway, the reason why I brought this up is because when you said pork, that's the first thing I thought of. And we're talking
Yeah.
about food.
Yeah, and the stuff that I got from the Chinese buffet, like that red stuff on a freaking toothpick, I thought it was
Oh
pork,
yeah.
but it's actually barbecue chicken.
Oh really? I thought it was pork too.
Yeah, and
Wow,
it's
I
really
didn't
good,
know
and it's
that.
one of the first things I want to grab because it's one of my favorite things of going there.
Yeah, it's
I
really good.
especially love the egg soup.
We're talking about the Grand China Buffet again, if no one knows. Yeah, I personally I like that too. I really, going back to that subject, I just like the chow mein there as well as some of the chicken,
Same.
but I don't, other than that, I don't want any of the oysters. I don't want
It
anything else. I've never even had an oyster.
just sounds gross.
Yeah, I don't know. It's weird, but um if you were to try one exotic food, which exotic food would you try?
Like, what do you mean? Can you give me some examples? I can't think of anything.
Sure. One of the exotic foods I personally want to try is cow tongue.
Oh.
I personally want to try it just to say I've had it. I've had octopus before, but it was dead. It wasn't alive. Um, but I I had octopus and it was amazing, especially with the spices and stuff like that. It tasted like a really like it's like a garlic
Gummy
piece of
substance?
jerky. Yeah, it was like a garlic gummy jerky. It was weird. But anyway, it was really good. I personally liked it. But
Well, I don't want to freaking try the cow tongue. That just even thinking about that turns my stomach. But I think if I want to try something, I think I might try frog legs.
really,
Yeah, I think I might just to see how
uh,
it tastes. And unfortunately, I've seen this YouTube channel called Hiroyuki Torara Diaries of a Master Sushi Chef, where they actually cooked a frog recipe and ended up kind of killing a frog and eating it, but they didn't do it in a savage way. No.
okay.
No.
Well, I understand that, but still, the frog was alive. Was it like a lobster situation where they put it in boiling water? What happened?
No, 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 no,
What
no, no, no.
happened?
They don't do that. They put the animal out of their misery and then cut it up and boil it. Like, they don't do that alive.
Well, how did they put the animal out of their misery? Did they put a gun up to its head? What?
No. No, I mean, the chef kind of cuts down in front of the head of the lobster, kind of,
Frog?
well, the frog, yeah. Except the difference is, like, the difference between the crabs, well, the crustaceans and the freaking frog is that their blood isn't really red. The blood just looks like juice
Oh, that's
that's
gross.
leaking out of it. But yeah, I still kind of felt bad for the frog and everything.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I would feel bad for the frog too if it
And I
just.
was able to surprisingly watch it all the way through. Well, unsurprisingly for me, because I'm used to blood and gore and all that. But I still felt bad for the animal. I
I
didn't.
know. I was just gonna say, I know, because like it kind of sucks that you just watch a frog get guillotined. I already said that, but I want to say it again. just because if people didn't hear that, like, oh my goodness.
Okay, they didn't use a guillotine. Like, they
Oh,
cut.
I know that. It's a metaphor.
Yeah, I can't really show you an example right now. Besides, I don't think you'd want to watch that video anyway.
Yeah, I don't want to watch frogs die.
No. And yeah, people in Asia like to cook crazy foods.
Yeah, and in all honesty, I think some of them are really good. I like them.
I would never eat octopus. Just thinking about it will turn my stomach. And I think if I even put that thing in my mouth, I'll probably barf.
Yeah, probably.
And another,
Probably.
like, I want to try deer meat. I never had that.
Deer meat.
Deer
Is that
meat.
a thing?
Yeah. Why do you think deer are hunted?
For trophies, I guess. I don't know.
No, they also are hunted for food.
Oh, that's
And so
interesting.
and so are the elk. Like hunters hunt elk for the food. Like, I want to try both the meat, like the elk meat and the deer meat. Grandma says that elk meat is better than deer meat, but that's her opinion. But I want to try it for myself.
That's true. That's true.
Yep.
That's interesting. That's interesting. I never actually thought that people ate the deer meat. I thought they just took it out and put it on their carpet. I mean, not the meat, the deer itself, like a carpet. Never mind. Anyway,
Okay, screw that. That's way too dark of an image.
I know.
I mean,
But,
it's bad enough seeing a freaking rug of a tiger on the floor and the bear. I don't want to see that.
I know. That's just kind of morbid.
I don't even want a freaking deer or elk head in the house. I don't care if it's fake or not. Like, I don't want to stare at me.
I know. That's funny. But back to food. We're gonna go into a little bit of a debate here. What do you like better? Do you like okay, so this is gonna be very weird because I don't know if anyone else uses the term, but there's this sandwich that you can make yourself if you get two items off the McDonald's menu, and it's called a McBang. And basically, what it is it is a McChicken with I think it's just a McDouble or something. Not a McDouble. It's a McChicken and another thing off the it's another burger off the menu. I can't think of it right now.
You could do a
But when
little
I
bit of
think
research on it.
yeah, probably. I actually, you know what? I'm gonna bring up the McDonald's menu on my computer right now on my second screen. I just accidentally exited out Chrome.
You have two computer monitors, so.
That's true. I'm going to.
It would probably take me some time to get used to having two computer monitors if I had.
Oh, it took me a while. McDonald's menu. Here we are. Let's see if I can figure this out because it's going to irritate me because I want people, if they're watching the podcast, to try this at McDonald's.
Well, I'm not really going to show it, you know?
Well, I understand that, but if I explain it, then people are going to be like, oh, you know.
Yeah, okay.
Where the heck is the McDonald's menu for McDonald's.com? There we go. McDonald's.com. Okay, let me see. Burgers. So it's. I think. It's the chicken sandwich and the quarter pounder without cheese.
I like a quarter pounder without cheese.
Yes. So basically what you do is you take the McChicken and you take it apart and then you put the burger from the McChicken, from the quarter pounder, sorry, into the McChicken. with all the stuff in it, and then cover that up, and boom, you have a McBang.
I see.
It's really good. I personally tried it. It was amazing. I loved it. And so seems how you know what that is now. Would you rather have that or the McRib? So would you ever rather have a McBang or a McRib? Is what I'm is what the debate is going to be. Well, what the debate is about.
I honestly do not know. I think it just
Yeah.
really depends on what's in the sandwich.
Right, which is the McChicken with the quarter pounder together.
Well, then again, if it has stuff I don't like in it, then I'll just take it out and just give it to
Oh,
someone else or throw it away.
are you talking about the condiments?
Yeah, like I hate pickles and I
Oh.
don't like tomatoes.
Okay, so it basically depends. So, would you go with the McRib then? Seems how it's just two hamburger pieces with barbecue meat.
Hell to the yeah, that sounds really good.
Okay. Then okay. All right. Then um nice. Okay. I that's literally all I wanted to know. Do you like McBang or McChicken? Personally, I like the McBang better. Because it's more filling and it's I don't know. It's just more filling to me. And I don't like barbecue and everything, So it's just basically yeah, it's just barbecue with meat in it for the McRib. I bet you a lot of people are going to be in the comments saying your brother's an idiot. The McRib is better, but I'm kidding. By the way,
Do not call my. Sorry.
Just don't say that in the comments. But I personally like what creation is called the McBang. I want people to know about the McBang. I want people to visualize it and go buy it. It's really good. Anyway.
And if anybody calls my brother names, I will hunt you, and I will
She
kill
will not hunt you. She will not hunt you and kill you.
But still, I'm not going to take kindly to that.
Yeah, I know.
So, the next topic that we're going to be talking about is ghosts.
Ghosts. Yeah, this is a very broad topic. You can talk about ghosts and things like that all the time. So personally, I think for this first episode, we should talk about our personal experiences.
Except I can't really do that on my end because I have never had experiences. But I can.
Really?
I can, yeah, never in my life, but I can talk about other experiences in other haunted locations, but I haven't. But if you had any experiences, why don't you tell them? Because I have none.
I have multiple occasions. Then it again, I don't know, but I have multiple occasions of seeing and hearing them. The first one that came to my mind was when I was living on. Remember, we were living in that apartment in Vegas. It was on O'Bannon Street.
Yeah, still feel really bad.
You're good. Well, on O'Bannon.
Bannon. Yeah, don't go into too much detail about the location, okay?
Well, yeah, I know. It's just in that location we lived in an apartment on that street.
While still in high school.
Yeah, while still in high school, and there was a time where I was watching TV. I think I was watching Adult Swim at the time, and I was like
Adult Swim?
15. Yeah, I was like 11 or 12.
Are you sure?
Yeah. I'm no, I was more I was like 10 or 12, 11 because
I thought you were
I
in your early teens.
no, I was like 10 or 11 because my early teens I was in Hawaii.
Ah, yeah, well, let's not go into detail about that one.
Right. So basically, I was sitting there, I was watching, um, the show that was on. I think it was like this weird show that had like this guy was like had a face for a butt. It was really weird. Anyway, long story short, um, I was watching it and the TV turned off, and I was like, "What? What the heck?" And I go to turn it back on and won't turn on. And so I was like, "Okay, this is pretty creepy. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go into the room and rock." And so I turned off the lamp, and I started down the long hallway we had.
It wasn't that
So
long, but yeah.
it wasn't that long to you, but it seemed long to me at
It was a small apartment,
this
like a two
this
bedroom.
juncture. I know, but so I'm going down this hallway, and I look behind me, and there's a black figure, and it's just staring at me, and I'm like, okay, and I start running towards my room, and I ran towards my room, and I opened the door, and I look back, and it's running towards me.
Oh my gosh, you never told me about that!
Yeah, I never told you about that. But I was like, holy. And then I went in there and I shut the door and I cried. But that happened. Um so that was one of the times I did that because when I lived there on O'Bannon, I played Slenderman games all the time, especially the AR one where you're actually walking, and if you see Slender Man with your camera phone, you actually have to run away. And it was
Yeah, I remember that.
yeah, and it really messed with me in a sense, and that's why I think I had that experience.
Yeah,
I don't know. It
and
was. I'm pretty sure it was a ghost, but
okay, can I say something?
sure.
Even though I never saw anything or had any experiences of my own, but I always, like, every time I was home alone, I didn't feel like I was actually alone, you know? I felt like that there was something there with me, but of course I ignored it because I took it as an, okay, this is just my imagination. And I was home alone a lot because mom had to work.
Right, right.
So yeah,
Uh,
I never saw anything, thank goodness. But I will tell you that I had a freaking nightmare that lasted forever. Like, it's just never ending scary images in my mind. Probably from all the things I watched, I don't know. But I tried for so freaking long to wake up. I don't even know how long it's been. And it's not a freaking. It's not sleep paralysis, because I'd know if it was sleep paralysis. Except
right.
I never even heard of it back then, but still. I'd freaking know.
You
And
would know now.
yeah, I know now. I know now, looking back, but yeah, it was just a nightmare with scary images and everything, and I was trying so hard to wake up, and it felt like forever since I woke up, and I don't really remember what images I saw. All I know is that they were very scary, and that night it was very hard to fall asleep because I was scared of seeing those images again.
Yeah, I get that. I had actually same place on O'Bannon. I had a dream. Um and basically what the dream was at I was sitting on our couch, and I was in the house in O'Bannon in this dream, and I was sitting on the couch, and the TV was going, and then it went static. And then when it went static, I couldn't move. And um I remember this dream like it's yesterday. So I couldn't move, and then the front door opens and then closes. And then I went into third person where I could see myself, but I was watching the TV, and I just looked scared. And then there's like this black figure that's going behind me, just like really slow, like just walking, and it goes into the back rooms where the bedrooms were, and then I started hearing gunshots, and then I woke up.
Are you sure it wasn't
Like,
sleep paralysis?
I promise it wasn't. It was. It
Why didn't you
was.
tell me about these stories, damn it?
I know, but it was. Yeah, it was super scary because legitimately it was a dream about some dude coming into the house and just execution style killing
Oh, hell no.
everyone. And so it really scared me when I woke up and I could barely go to sleep the next night. I think the next night I stayed up until like 4 o'clock in the morning playing games, and I was like, I have to go to bed. And I went to bed and I was fine. But it really scared me. It really did.
I bet. I mean, it even sounds scary.
Yeah, it sucked. But I'm okay now. I don't have a lot of nightmares anymore, so.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if this fits into the paranormal category, but probably not. But can you tell us? Well, you don't have to freaking do that if you don't want to, if it's just going to bring back bad memories, but can you tell us about your sleep paralysis experiences?
Sleep paralysis experiences. Can you tell me what sleep paralysis is? Because I'm a bum.
Okay, sleep paralysis is basically you. Well, I think you're technically still asleep, or maybe you're awake or something, but when you open your eyes, you just can't freaking move, and you could see things that aren't really there, like terrifying images, like a demon, a black figure, or maybe dead people or something. Like it really just depends on what you see during sleep paralysis. But I think you're asleep, but it seems like your eyes are open and you can see everything, and you just can't move, you can't scream, you can't move, and everything
Yes.
like that.
I like how you put you can't scream. Like, that's funny. Anyway, so yeah, I had one time that happened, and it was back on Lawndale, which is another place that we lived at when we were young. And basically, on the road to Lawndale, um, I was on the top bunk because there was in the kids' room, which was our room, there was two bunk beds, and they were both on opposite sides of the room, and then um, like in front of the bunk beds, like a couple feet forward, there was a closet. And so I woke up and I was like, this is weird, and I couldn't move. And I was like, what? This is so weird. And when I saw it, um then well, long story short, I was there on top of the bunk and I couldn't move, and I looked towards the closet and there was something looking at me from the closet, and
Was it
I was
open?
like, oh, yes, it was open. It was like half open. It was weird. It was like creaked open like 6 inches, and there was something looking at me with the hand on the um,
Door?
closet. Yeah, on the closet door. And I was like, nope, not doing it. And I closed my eyes and I started praying, and everything was okay. So
Wow.
yeah, it was pretty cool.
Pretty cool.
Yeah, I was being sarcastic.
I knew it. Because obviously that does not sound cool. It sounds pretty damn terrifying.
Yeah, it was at the time. But now that I look back at it, it's just whatever.
Whatever. Okay, so that's your experiences. So, like, is there any haunted?
Oh no, I have a lot more.
Okay, well, tell us what else. Oh, and
I mean,
I also heard that the hotel that we stayed in Piocha's kids was haunted, which I had no idea about. Which I had no idea was haunted.
I didn't know that either. we weren't messed with then. So
We weren't, or we
uh,
were.
we weren't
Yeah,
messed
I
with
guess
in
we
that
didn't pick the
hotel.
haunted room then. But
Yeah, I guess.
anyways, let's get back to your ghost stories.
Oh no, what I was gonna say, maybe um each stream we could do a segment or something where I have a ghost story to tell every podcast or something because I have a lot.
Yeah, yeah, okay, maybe that's fair. But do you know of any
All right.
I'm sorry.
No, I just said all right. You're good.
Okay. Like, do you know of any haunted locations?
Do you know of any haunted locations? Yes, I do. Uh, uh, well, for starters, the place that we live, there's an old um penitentiary that's pretty haunted. I've never been there personally, but I kind of want to go there um one day and check it out. And there was another one when I lived in Hawaii. There was actually a haunted. Well, it wasn't really haunted. It was a crypt under a church. Um, and which is where one of my ghost stories two of my ghost stories took place. But yeah, that was it was haunted. I guess you could say. I don't know. I don't know. There was just a lot of like sightings of people that are dead in the crypt, saying hi to you and stuff. There,
It sounds a lot. A crypt sounds a lot like an underground cemetery.
yeah, it is. It was legitimately an underground cemetery, that was under the church.
Fuck.
Um, and there was a lot of sightings, like because it was a weird location. So in this location, it was a church, preschool, living place. It was really weird. It was so there was a church and right next to the church, literally right next to it, there was no like it was connected to the church was a preschool that people go to and, do preschool stuff. And then after that, it might have been a daycare. I'm not sure. Anyway, after that, then there would be there was two apartments that were in there, and both apartments had people living in it, and I was friends with uh, one of the people in the apartments, and so that's why I have these ghost stories there. But it was a very weird place. It was a very weird place, but I enjoyed going there and until the ghost stories happened, and then I stopped going. But
Yeah, it must have ruined
yeah,
everything for you, didn't it?
it didn't really ruin everything. It was more like I don't want to experience that again.
I see.
It didn't ruin the place. It just ruined the me having a sleepover there anymore.
I see.
So
Well, have you ever heard of Bobby Mackey's Music World?
never heard of it.
Wow. Well, if y'all want a place to want to go to a haunted place to do a well, if you dare go there to do a paranormal investigation, you won't be disappointed because that place is like infested with negative demonic activity.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I mean, the Ghost Adventures crew went there.
Oh, yeah?
And then there's this guy that kind of was the caretaker of the uh country country club place. Yeah, it's basically a country club where
That's cool.
like you do like Western music and everything. Like there's someone performing on a stage doing it, which is Bobby Mackey himself.
Right.
Yeah, and I have this song Johanna in my uh MP3 player, and yeah, it's a nightclub with live country music, line dancing, and mechanical bull and regular ghost tours.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah. What the hell was that guy's name that used to take care of the place long ago and that's dead now?
I mean, you could do research.
I'm doing research right now. I can't remember his name.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Um. Caretaker. Bobby Mackey's
Wow.
Music Road. Is Carl Lawson his name? Carl Lawson! Yes, that's his name! Crap!
Lost.
Okay.
Okay.
He was an employee at Bobby Mackey's Music World and worked there. And he has some experiences, and he even got possessed.
Really?
Yep. Possessed by an evil spirit, and he passed away like a couple years back, like January 26th, 2012.
Okay.
Not at the
fun.
restaurant. Nightclub. Damn it. Not at the nightclub, I don't think.
So that was literally 10 years ago.
Yeah.
Oh, no. 9 years ago.
Yeah, you were almost right. And yeah, he got possessed and had some experiences with all the demonic and negative spirits. And there's even the song Johanna is actually about the spirit of a woman who fell in love, but her father killed her lover.
It's messed up.
Yeah, this is very messed up. And she eventually figured out, well, not eventually. She figured out pretty quickly that he was responsible for taking her lover's life. And she got him back by poisoning him, then took her own life because she just couldn't deal with the pain of losing the one she loved.
Wow, that's really morbid.
Yeah, so he wrote the song Johanna, basically about her. Bobby Mackey did.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and it's actually a pretty sad story.
Yeah, it's pretty morbid.
And there has been rumors that, well, first off, Carl Lawson was, I think the evil spirit that possessed him was a demon, and they literally had to do an exorcism on him when he got possessed. Like, it got so intense that something caught fire in the nightclub, damn it.
Dang.
Yeah, but anyway, there's has been like rumors about, say that it was also a site for satanic activity.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's these two men that killed an innocent girl named Pearl Bryan. Like, they beheaded her with some kind of satanic ritual. And there's even rumors that that place also used to be a slaughterhouse.
Wow. That's... Wow. Okay.
You didn't know about this?
No, I didn't know anything about this. The only haunted places I know about is from Explore and TFIL. That's it.
TFIL. Huh, I don't remember them. Anyway, yeah, it used to be a slaughterhouse, and there was a well where they drained all the blood and everything. And it's even rumored that the two murderers, I forgot what their name was, that killed Pearl Bryan, threw her head down the well. And as for the body, it was never found.
Oh, that is gross. Okay.
Yeah, and those men were executed by hanging, of course, when they found the murderers. The authorities did.
Oh, I see.
And ever since then, Bobby Mackey's Music World has just been nothing but an infestation of negative and demonic spirits, even the ones that aren't demonic, like Johanna and Pearl. Well, I think maybe Pearl Bryan is in the well, and they even think that the well is probably a doorway.
Oh, interesting. That is your daily haunted place you could go to.
Yeah, if you wanted to and you had the guts and you want to risk getting scratched, because Zach Bagans, when he and his team investigated there, got scratched.
Dang.
Yeah, like, voices, apparitions, and everything like that. But excuse me. Whew. Anyway, is there another location that you want to share that you heard of?
Let me think. There was a haunted location that I really wanted to go to. I forgot where it is, but it's this old factory, and it is a interesting old factory because they used to make a lot of I think it was like jewelry. I'm pretty sure it was like a jewelry factory, and gosh, that really scared me.
What really scared you?
The air conditioner turned on, and there's a thing in the back of the building. I forgot what it is, but
Oh,
that
you.
turned on and it scared me. But in this location, there's a boy, and he got caught up in the machinery and died.
Oh dear.
And then I think there was like a murder there, that took place after it got abandoned and stuff in like 18 something. There was like a murder there in like 19.
Just in the 1900s.
Yeah, somewhere in the 1900s. And it's pretty haunted. And there is a YouTube channel called Explore. These two people, Sam and Colby, they
Oh, I heard of them.
yeah, they go to this place a lot all of the time because that's basically their birthplace, and they're going to stay there for a whole night. But I think something happened. I think there was like some stupid kids that came in and started trying to scare them and stuff. It was an interesting video. I think that was the location. I'm not sure. But anyway, long story short, it was an interesting um, place that I wanted to go to. Also, someone's knocking on my door. I'll be right back.
Okay, guys, we're gonna end this podcast here. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you guys would like an episode 2, let us know in the comments, and we'll also figure out maybe a weekly time schedule because I don't know what day should post or whatever. But anyway, thanks for being here, Zach.
Of course, I'm glad to be here.
Yeah, I'm glad I didn't do this alone because I would not know what to talk about if I was by myself.
Yeah, I get it.
Okay, so we'll see you next time. Bye. Have a good day. And
See you next time.
see you next time. Bye.